the hottest couple potentially in Netflix history. Please welcome, great start, Penelope and Colin, a.k.a. Nicola Coughlan and Luke Newton. Wow, they're here. Boy, so many questions to ask. So many of our listeners are obsessed with Bridgerton. First of all, how are you both?
Good, yeah.
Good. We're a little sleepy, but we're good.
Yeah. It's been a
We've been on a world tour.
Yeah, because it's been a mad few weeks. The latest season of Bridgerton is out and available to watch now, and we just say that it's possibly the steamiest season yet as well.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's what it's being labelled, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, would you agree?
We'd agree. Yeah, I think so. Not just for us, like for everyone's kind of like at it.
It's basically like Freshers Week, isn't it? Yeah. It's just where everybody's at it.
Yeah.
Freshers Week memories.
Yeah.
To be fair, I reckon Bridgerton would be a good Freshers Week theme.
Oh, yeah.
Such a good one.
It would, yeah.
With dance cards and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously you could switch the music up and it could be,
that's a
big
good
Freshers
shout.
anthems and do that. We'll maybe make this happen, Jordan.
We'll do that.
We went to Brazil and they did like a Bridgerton version of Brazilian funk, and
It was
that would
so
be a vibe
good.
for Freshers.
Wow.
Definitely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a vibe in it.
Yeah, it was so good.
All right, we'll make it happen. So, obviously, want to avoid plot spoilers here, but Penelope and Colin's love story, it's fair to say it's kind of fierce and it's passionate.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it's been really sweet watching how you guys, how the characters have sort of developed over the years. And we're now at this stage. Did you always know that they would get their own season and they would have this moment?
I mean, when we knew they would do season 3 and 4, we assumed that we'd get there. But we never knew by season 3 that
No,
we'd be
we didn't know it was season 3.
Yeah, and that they'd
was
be stepping sort of into adulthood. Like we thought we'd be playing these sort of like awkward teenagers at the side of a ball like the whole time, and then suddenly they were like, "You guys got to grow up. You guys got to come back and look all cool and be centre stage." So yeah, it was fun to like develop that and go into a new version of these.
So was that quite purposeful? Did they say to you, right now you got to grow up, and how do you go about coming back to filming and being grown ups? what do you physically do?
Well, it's mental because we both are grown-ups. But like,
very much
but
so.
you don't feel like it sometimes, and it's scary and it's
Yeah.
intimidating. And I remember saying to our choreographer Jack Murphy, like, she's an adult this time, and I was like, I've been an adult for quite some time.
Yeah.
It does feel really different.
You did some cool things where you changed her voice. I remember you talking about that early on.
Yeah.
The development of that.
So yeah,
And
like
then-
season 1, she was quite, yes, Mama, and then season 2, she was like, good night, Mr. Bridgerton.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love that. Can we talk about the dancing scenes?
Yes, of course.
The ballroom dancing scenes. They are absolutely incredible. Do you get lessons for that?
Yeah.
Jack
Oh,
Murphy,
wonderful.
he's so brilliant. We love him so much. He's choreographed in season 1, so every single dance we've ever done has been choreographed by him.
Yeah.
And he's so passionate and
He is.
wonderful.
Yeah.
And
he's like a movement director as
Yeah.
well. He really gives you just sort of everything. We had a couple of tricky dances this season because we had a lot of dialogue at the same time.
Okay.
So if ever, we were probably that annoying like pair that just snuck off to the corner to like practice choreography if we were shooting something else, like a big family scene or something.
everyone's like, not them again in
Yeah,
the
look at
corner
them showing off
dancing.
their dance moves.
Are
But,
you stepping on each other's toes with that?
There's one where I was supposed to step on your
and
toes.
then I'm supposed to step on yours.
Yes, no, that is in it. Yeah.
We actually struggled with that because we're too good.
Strictly,
It was a
calling
real
as
stretch.
speech.
Yeah.
Is this Jackie's called this guy?
Yeah.
Do you
Jack Murphy, yeah.
Yeah, so he's the choreographer. Do you think he could like help out even the hopeless with dance?
100%. He
Yeah.
is a magician because he does it very unintimidatingly. And he's like, we're not dancing now. We're just doing a step. And
Yeah.
you're just, this is the step. And you're like, okay.
Yeah.
And then he's like, and now we're just doing this. And now there'll
Yeah.
be music on. And all of a sudden you're waltzing. And you're like, you wizard. How did you make me do that?
You don't know his rates by any chance. Is he expensive? Because
Do you-
I
do
am.
you
We can
wanna-
hook you up.
We know a guy.
Yeah.
It's
A guy
getting to
being
the
him.
point now where I have no rhythm and everyone's taking the mick out of me. So
No, don't you worry. We'll get you sorted
Yeah.
out.
yeah,
Yeah.
an
Yeah.
hour or two. Like
Yeah.
when we're talking hopeless, I am pretty hopeless.
It's
No,
on
no.
us. We'll book it.
Really?
Yeah,
All right, we'll hold you
absolutely.
to that.
Yeah.
Dancing like I'm in Bridgerton.
Did you guys know that Jordan had to have a choreographer to clap in time?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
Wow.
Sorry to air you out in front of some A-listers.
Yeah.
So I
Okay,
was on Saturday Night Takeaway with Ant Deck.
Yeah.
And there's a guy choreographing the whole scene, the final show. So it's
Yeah.
a show that's been going on for 20 years. And the guy that was choreographing it also works on Strictly.
Yeah.
And they had to get him to come out the gallery because Ant couldn't stop laughing because he said, and I quote, he cannot even clap in time.
I've just remembered, because I hope you do know who this is. Do you know Nick Pringle?
Yes.
So Nick was our second AD on Bridgerton.
Shut up.
Yeah. He was there
No
for the whole
way.
ride.
Well,
Yeah.
what's the story here?
No,
What
I
are we
went
missing?
we went to uni with him. So
Yeah.
Callum, who's here, he went to Sunderland Uni as well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Nick Pringle used to be on my show, and we used to get how I've got a job in this. We used to get him to come on air and eat Pringles.
So it's not his real name. It's a
It's his real name. Yeah.
No way.
So when we did the one show together, he messaged me and he was like, "We went to uni together."
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, well, tell him I said hello.
I will, of course. He's gonna
gonna be
love
buzzing
it.
at
He's
that.
gonna love this.
Yeah.
No way.
Huge shout out to Nick Pringle.
There we go. Moving back on to Bridgerton, fans have already watched the season and they'll know what we're talking about when people
I know it's coming.
the carriage scene.
Oh yeah.
How many takes did it take before you nailed it? That's probably the right.
I was going to say that could have been worded better.
I'm so sorry.
I think that's in part 2 actually.
Oh my god!
Incredible.
All right, let's just carriage
It
scene.
took us a full day to shoot that.
Yeah,
Well,
like
more-
multiple days.
Multiple days,
Yeah.
but the main bit in
Yeah.
the carriage was
Because we
was a
did the
full day.
me running after you when I'm like, wait.
Wait,
Always makes me
Penelope, wait.
laugh, Yeah. And then in the carriage was in like a studio because, we were kind of making sure it was safe and secure. and
Yeah,
that
yeah.
no one would spot us. But yeah, we were locked in that carriage probably for an entire day.
We were definitely.
It's got to be hot in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was a lot of like burly men outside shaking because we're not going anywhere. It's just a box.
Yeah.
So there's just a bunch of dudes just
They're just like,
rocking it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
so to be careful not to make eye contact because that's a bit weird.
yeah.
Do you get this a lot as well? It's weird seeing you in normal clothes.
Yeah.
Do you get that a lot?
There's people, so we have like a lot of like lords and ladies that come on set, and sometimes if I see them in normal clothes, I fully don't recognize them.
Yeah.
Get away.
No, because
Yeah.
they look so different.
Yeah, totally different. Yeah.
Like there's one guy in the show called Bert, and
Yeah.
he looks like he's from the past.
Yeah.
He looks like a time traveler.
Yeah. Because
So
he had
him
like
and
a
Nor-
fake mullet in season 2 as well.
He did.
didn't he?
Yeah.
So when you saw him in real life, I was like, who's that?
Who's that guy? Yeah.
It's so weird. Like, look at you in normal clothes.
I know. Look at us feeling all comfy.
Yeah, very comfy today.
Nicola, last time you were here, you were chatting to Sian, who's currently on a baby break, so I'm helping
Yes.
to like fill in. But you alluded to a certain piece of furniture being broken while filming a still steamy scene on set. Now that the show's out, can you finally reveal what that was?
It's not until part 2.
Oh, get away.
Yeah, Ep 5.
Yeah.
But there's a rumor online that it's in the edit. It's definitely not, because I immediately broke character and went, Luke, we're after breaking it. So that wouldn't have
Yeah, you
worked.
did. Yeah, I think I mentioned that we laughed and then that made the final edit. I mean, we do laugh, but that was written. That was scripted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm saying too much now, I think, aren't I? Yeah, there we go.
So this rumbles on.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, look, I think we can all agree that this is one of the steamiest seasons of Bridgerton, and in honour of that, it met Footballers' Wives look like a Disney film. If you remember that.
We need to discuss some very unsexy, sexy things.
Cool.
I think there's a few suggestions, isn't there?
So, getting out the sea.
Yes.
Not sexy.
Daniel Craig made this a thing like, what was it, 2006, 20 odd years ago? There's salt water dripping down his tongue.
Yeah.
So he's
Well, I would say Bo
tanned.
Derek did it first.
Who?
Bo Derek.
Oh, of course, sorry, yes.
Also Bond.
Yeah, and muscles are popping
Absolutely.
as well. And when we all do it in your trunks, with, some of your buttocks showing off, all the time, you've got salt in your eyes, you're red as a lobster. There's nothing really sexy about it. Girls often do that thing, we've talked about this before, where they get out the pool. Kaz always does. I don't know why girls do it, but they just go.
Oh,
Yeah, to let
Yeah.
the water out of you.
The little
Yeah.
fingers down each side.
yeah.
Some water could be
Yeah.
trapped in
So
there.
Yeah.
it looks sexy.
Yeah.
It's sex in the movies.
In the movies and on the telly.
Yeah.
But in real life,
Also, I'm from Brighton, so on the Pebbles, that is really good
Oh,
look.
I'm from Eastbourne.
Yeah.
Just 20 minutes down the road.
exactly,
Yeah. Those pebbly
No.
getting in and out. You're like, oh,
You cannot look
Yeah.
cool.
yeah. No, you can't.
No.
I think there's a few of these, and I think also just on the swimming theme, I think getting out of a pool. I don't know when the last time it is
Yeah.
you tried that.
Yeah.
It's really difficult to make look right.
dying seal.
I saw one recently,
Yeah.
and we talk about icks a lot, and someone was like, just my boyfriend treading water, and it was just his little leggies going.
It's the underwater shot. isn't it?
Do you know the other one? I don't know if you guys have experienced this. Might be too personal, but I'll speak from my experience.
Yeah.
Not long if you have. But if you have a shower with someone.
Yes, I was just thinking that.
but you have to kind of rotate for the warm water.
And it gets in your eye.
So you're like a rotisserie chicken. Just going round.
And then if you kiss someone in it and then you have that moment where you're like, I can't breathe, I'm going to drown. That's also not sexy.
I also think massages, because they're supposed to be sexy, but you get too much oil and it goes all over the sheets and everything. It's just a bit slippy.
And oil's really...
It's not good.
Yeah, oil's really hard to get out of bed sheets and stuff.
It's like, right, we'll have to put the wash on now. Stop
Yeah, that's true.
Got to ask you a quick technical question here.
Yeah.
Because it's great learning about the movies and TV and sort of the secrets of it. But you know when you have these steamy scenes and there's steam, how do they make the steam? Because surely it fogs up the lens.
We make the steam ourselves.
Spoil the magic of it for me. Like, how does it actually...
It's just like a smoke machine, I think.
Yeah, there's like, they call it Atmos.
Yeah.
So it's like just to make the night.
And sometimes there's too much, so then someone's in there fanning it. It's not that, and then there's someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not actual. It's not actual proper steam.
No, I don't think so.
Because it would ruin the wigs.
Oh yes,
the wigs are fabulous.
Yeah. I had to have 2 wigs. That's how sexy that scene is. I couldn't have the same wig because it would get messed up too much. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
yeah.
backup wig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much.
I have to say, in preparation for those days, the awkward moment is when my makeup artist comes into my trailer to tan my full body, and I'm just wearing a cup. Like that is.
Oh wow!
That's the moment where your relationship sort of changes with your makeup artist, and you become best friends.
It's like it's like that when they talk about people who've been to war together. I feel like Luke and I look at each other like that now, like we've seen some.
Yeah.
That's really relatable. Luke, I had a similar experience where I did fancy dress once dressed as a Smurf.
Right.
Are you going to tell them that? Okay.
Well, perhaps the steamiest scene of my life was time I was dressed as a Smurf. But it depends how much you commit to the blue.
Yeah, totally.
Oh God.
Yeah.
But pulling in fancy dress at a night out.
Yeah.
You know, my friend did that, but with real paint and had an allergic reaction.
No.
For real, yeah.
Dude.
Shout out Rory.
Yeah.
Rory, oh my God.
Rory getting with a Smurf?
Another Smurf.
Another Smurf?
I don't know. I can't remember.
It can be quite lethal pulling in a fancy dress, can't it?
Yeah.
It's not until the next morning you're like, oh.
Oh, this is who you are. Surprise.
Yeah.
You wake up with Harry Potter.
You know, you can go to bed with Harry Potter, wake up with Voldemort. I'm being told we've got to wrap up, but we don't want to. We should keep you for ages, but we know you're busy and you've got to go and do other stuff. So, Nicola, Luke, thank you so much for coming to see us. The latest season of Bridgerton is available to watch on Netflix now. For the meantime, give it up for Nicola Coughlan and Luke Newton!
Yay!
Thank you.